Deb, are you coming?
Yep, be right there.
Are you back here?
Yeah.
What are you doing back there?
Oh, we're just getting some puzzles.
Oh my gosh.
We gotta sell them.
Look at you. Okay. Right. Well, we're in the middle of planning a big puzzle competition.
Well, I know, but we gotta get things ready.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm in a sea of puzzles here.
Yes.
I've never been surrounded by so many puzzles.
I
We have a
know.
big puzzle competition coming up this Saturday.
Right? Are you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
It's your second one?
My second one.
Yes.
We have how many puzzlers coming?
Almost 300.
My Lanta.
Yeah.
300 puzzlers.
Yes. Speed puzzlers, too, no less.
There's a class, a speed puzzling class in the morning. That'll
yes.
be fun.
Yes.
And we have fun bags for all the puzzlers.
Yes.
Osco Rally Gear made the bags, and they're providing.
They made t-shirts.
And they made the t-shirts.
Yes, these are the past ones, but we have new ones.
Oh, there's new ones.
Yes, so everyone will want to get their hands on the new ones.
Okay. Is
Yes.
there something written on the back?
There is. Do you want to see it?
I want to see it.
Yes. So this is the past one.
Okay.
The new ones will have a new saying, but this is...
I don't mean to brag, but I just put together a puzzle in one day. The box said 2 to 4 years. So the new t-shirt has a new saying?
Yes.
Okay.
I won't tell you what it is.
No.
You gotta wait.
We can't spoil it.
No.
I don't want to know until the day of.
Yeah.
We'll have
Puzzles for
puzzles
sale.
People can buy the new t-shirts. There's lots of puzzler swag that we've collected from members.
Yes. There'll be a puzzle swap too.
Oh.
So if you're a puzzler at home and you're like tired of your puzzles and you're tired of doing the same one over and over, you can bring your big pile of puzzles in and you can trade them with other puzzlers.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have an area full of puzzles at home. I should bring them.
Yeah.
Get some new ones.
Yeah.
Fresh in my stock.
Yeah, so there'll be other people bringing their puzzles to trade too. So maybe get something you've never done before. And Cobble Hill, they delivered our puzzles this week. So now we got to bag all those up and put them in bags because when the puzzle competition starts, they're all hidden. So they don't get to see what puzzle is.
Oh.
And everybody opens their bag. We count backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And they open their bag and then they open the box and they start puzzling. And whoever does it fastest wins. And then they get their picture by the sign, get their trophy.
Oh, trophies are fun.
Yeah.
Those are made by who? You made those.
I made those.
You made those.
And then the toy shop in Buffalo cut them out of the wood. So it was a joint effort. They cut them out of
They're
the
beautiful.
wood and I painted them.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Yes.
We also have some sponsors, our main event sponsors, Monticello Dental, and then Country Financial, Michael Richardson Agency, are our main event sponsors.
That is right. And then Willow's Landing came in as a puzzle promoter.
Yes, our
And
puzzle
then
promoter.
Cobble Hill is a puzzle partner. And we also have Pizza Ranch. They are promoting the youth division. And they've given us some Fun Zone Arcade fun cards.
Oh my gosh.
So those are donated to the winners of the youth division. And then we have some free kids buffet. So any kids that are involved that win get to have a free kids buffet card too. So yes.
That is a fun zone. We were over there checking it out not too long ago, and
Yes.
it is the place to be.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
So before the puzzle competition, we have Good Morning Monticello.
Yes.
Wednesday,
Yes.
April 23rd this week. So join us at Osco Rally Gear on Wednesday the 23rd, 7:30 to 9. We'd love to meet you, see you.
Yeah. Oh, and on Friday we have volunteers coming to help us get the puzzles all over to the community center.
I'm remembering last year, Deb. It wasn't a great moment.
But it was
Friday,
fun.
hauling all of the puzzles over to the community center. Michael Richardson from Country Financial, he was a trooper helping us out, but
I videoed it.
it wasn't our finest moment.
Maybe I should share that video.
You should. I mean, as embarrassing as it is, and Michael's gonna good laugh. He's gonna get a good laugh that you're showing it. I mean,
Yeah, it was pretty good. So we pile our puzzles quite high on our wagons, and we pull our wagons to the community center in Château.
yeah,
They
it's
spilled.
funny.
And they fell out of the box. And we're on the corner of Walnut and 6th Street.
Yeah.
And we're all bending over, picking up puzzle pieces off the ground.
We're scooping the puzzle pieces frantically off the road as cars are coming to this four-way stop, waiting for us. There was one car, they were hollering out the window.
Yeah.
Wondering what the heck we were doing. So it wasn't one of our finest moments, but
it was funny.
We're not going to repeat that this year. We're
No.
not doing that again.
We will look at putting the open boxes of puzzles maybe on the bottom.
Make sure they're all secure.
Yeah, tape them or something. Yeah, so we better go.
Is that time already?
Yeah, I better maybe.
You're done playing with the puzzles?
I'm done playing puzzles.
We can clean up the puzzle stuff.
We can clean up puzzles.
We are headed to another Business Spotlight interview. So we're going to get this stuff cleaned up and head over to our chamber member business. So if you're ever interested in joining Deb and I for a chamber chat so we can help spotlight your business, products, services, what you have going on, we'd love to interview you here, whether in the office or at your business. So let us know. Should we get going?
We better go.
All right. Well, stay tuned for the Business Spotlight interview.
Bye.
Bye.
Today we have Wes Olson, former Wes Olson Electric, because you retired, didn't you?
I am retired. I've been retired for close to 3 years now.
That went by quick.
It did.
Well, Wes is here to talk to us today about Citizens of the Year.
Yes.
So that is coming around the corner. I just saw it in the newspaper. We are looking for candidates, or you're going to request.
Yes, every year we advertise. We try to go to some of the major organizations in Monticello, and we ask them if there's an upstanding citizen that could possibly be recognized as Citizen of the Year to be our Grand Marshal in the parade every year at Riverfest. And it's been an ongoing thing since, I think, 1983 that we've actually done this particular thing. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, it's a pleasure to have you here with us
Thank you.
today, Wes. And peeking at what you brought with you today, and
Got some notes.
It's quite a long list of the previous Citizens of the Year.
Yeah.
But you were honored as Monticello Citizen of the Year in what year? And what did being Citizen of the Year mean to you personally?
Well, first off, it was a surprise. I was a JC at the time in Monticello, and I was involved with about 6 other people that we took the old Monticello Fire Hall and through volunteer help rebuilt that into the Christian Social Services and the food shelf. And that's kind of where they had their first roof over their head, so to speak. And it was those 3 organizations, knowing their involvement with Riverfest, it's very difficult sometimes to get everything put together. So Don Smith, in his wisdom, decided, okay, he would facilitate this a little bit, send these notices out, and try to get people resumes, and let one person from the chamber, one from the Lion, one from Rotary, make the decision, and read through the resumes and make this decision. And we've done that ever since. Don moved away in 2005. Sold his business and moved away, and he bestowed upon me, Wes, would you like to facilitate this? And I go, well, okay, I will if we can find someone else, but I'll be happy to do it. So anyway, at that point, I became the person that would just contact people and make sure that got done. There were years that people forgot to order the plaque. So we kind of decided, all right, I'll order the plaque, and then we'll give it to whoever wants to give it away in that particular year. And of course, that varies too, depending on who wins it. But there was one year that I talked someone else into doing it, and then he did it one year, and then he moved away, so it came back to me again. And I enjoy it. It's not a lot of work for me. It's just something that's on my plate that I can take care of, and the other 3 organizations don't have to worry about it until the day of, and then they got to get on stage and give it away. Yeah.
So do you have a favorite memory of Citizen of the Year celebration?
Well, Citizen of the Year, what I so enjoy about it is, when I'm at this meeting, when they're making this decision, being involved in the community so long, I know a lot of these names. I know the people. I can't think of one person that's been on there that I didn't know something about. So it's always fun. But the most appreciative time that I had was let me see if I can get this date right. It'd be 2018. There was a gentleman put up, and there were 3 or 4 people that had resumes that year. This gentleman was put up. I knew him very well. I knew him. He was very active in the Legion Club, and I knew he was active in a couple other things. But when I read the resume, I was nothing but impressed. It was just hands down, no question about it, because of all the things that he did. I mean, they had listed things that he did on his own to help, people that were having trouble with financing, people that were having trouble with this and that, and he was volunteering in the church and he was doing this and this. It just blew me away. I had no idea. And right there, that made me think that's what this award is for. People like him that don't go out and search for an award for doing things. This award comes to people that have no idea they're even being watched. And that's what's fun. It's fun reading them, and occasionally a great one will come along, and then you've got 2 or 3 other ones on the table that are really good too. And then we have a couple of things that we always keep in mind is don't wait till it's too late. In other words, if you've got a retired person that's retired and maybe he's not going to be doing this next year, and then he or she is up against somebody that's still doing it, it might be this person's time to be recognized as Citizen of the Year, because this person will probably be there again next year, and we give them that. And we always give it to the most worthy, but those are some of the things that we have to look at too. And that rule has been in place.
What do you think makes Monticello Citizen of the Year Award so special compared to other community awards?
Because a lot of the community awards, when you look at it, either comes from the schools, they come from the city hall, and they don't have an end to the actual volunteers that got this big heart and go out and do all this volunteer work and not think twice about what it costs them, both financially and physically, with time away from their families and so forth. So that's what makes it special above the other, the other things. I think they're selected from other volunteers. They're selected from people that are doing the same thing that they are, only obviously maybe not quite as much, or, it's the star of the year, so to speak, that they've been doing the volunteer work.
Peer recognition.
Yes.
People that are rubbing shoulders and peers recognition.
Yeah, and I think that's what makes it different from, other things.
People that are noticing.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't even know that people notice. That's what's unique about it, I think.
Yeah, there's a comment made that I have communication with Don all the time. He's a good friend, always has been, but through the friendships of doing stuff like this, we got to know each other very well. And the one thing he pointed out was, he said, everybody that's on that list of past recipients, I don't think there's anybody in the community that would disagree. So, and that, you're picking the right person.
Yeah.
So, the people that we get, oftentimes, they have retired, okay?
Mm-hmm.
We have 2 superintendents on the list, for example. Those superintendents weren't just superintendents, okay? They were superintendents for their job, yes, but they were above and beyond. They were also involved with Rotary. They were also involved with their church. They were also involved with other things. So it made them an outstanding citizen other than just being that particular guy on the pedestal. And when that person retires, that's where you get into is he going to be around here next year? This is his year.
Right.
So we we need to recognize him because he's outstanding citizen other than over and above his, paid job. And get into those areas a little bit. And I guess that's all I can say about that.
So I'm accepting the nominations right now.
Mm-hmm.
And what advice would you give to someone considering nominating someone? What would you recommend? What should they look for?
Well, do a little research because they might be going up against, some very, very nice people. And if they're worthy of this award, we should know all we can know about them. We have seen some resumes that come in that Joe knew about this guy. Okay. Well, this is Joe's opinion. Okay, but there doesn't seem to be any information as far as, from other areas or other, I would recommend that if you're going to put a resume together to get an award like this, we don't take this award lightly. It's a cool thing. So, do a little homework as far as not only their job within the community, if there was one, but also what do they do? What kind of organizations do they belong to? What's the input that they've given them organizations? And it doesn't take very much research to really fill out